producer.
We're back.
We are.
Back indeed.
It's been a while.
Absolutely. How's it going?
It's good. It's good. It's good. Business is booming, and we've also got another Black Series here as well.
Like, this is ridiculous because there are so few of these
Yeah.
in this country.
And we've also tomorrow got another, not a Black Series, but another SLS coming in. How absolutely bonkers is it that we installed the Audison Thesis sound system into Shmee150's SLS Black Series well over 5 years ago now? It is crazy to think of that, and also so much has changed in our business as well as the Shmee150's fleet. Loads more Ferraris are in the collection now, but the SLS is a keeper, and that is why Tim wanted to create a bespoke sound system for the vehicle. It's now time to upgrade a few other SLSs while we're at it. So we're gonna the Aston's gonna move out of the way of the DB12. We're just doing a full system on this, so it's nearly complete. That's gonna be, we're gonna have 3 SLSs all parked up together, cool. Which is really cool, and all having the same thing. So obviously your car, when we originally had it in, so it was what, 2020,
maybe 5 years ago.
Yeah. So
it's crazy how time has flown by.
So obviously, sound is amazing. You're happy with that, but obviously one thing that, and I messaged you, I wasn't fully happy with it, was the CarPlay. So obviously, when we did it originally, obviously it was a while ago, but technology wasn't there, and we could only have that separate controller, right? Which was fine. It worked.
Oh, yeah.
And
you installed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it was the best of the situation that we were working with, the technology in the car and all that. But since that day, we've been working on something, and this car's just had it.
Yeah.
And now all the other SLS in the world are probably gonna have it.
Everyone's gonna be like, SLS, need an upgrade.
So what we've done, obviously on your car, obviously that factory screen is really dated. Obviously it's more up to date, obviously, when you're displaying Android Auto and CarPlay, but this was wired, wasn't it? It was wired, yes. Android Auto, yeah. So we've managed to find a solution which is fully wireless. Mm-hmm. You'll still have the option of a wire, but for charging, but fully wireless, Android and Apple. But the coolest thing is we've made the factory screen touchscreen.
That is pretty cool.
Without having to modify it as well. So still reversable.
This isn't currently touchsure.
Yeah, and you just want to kind of.
It's covered in fingerprints.
Yeah, you just want to touch it.
Because you keep trying.
Yeah, it's one of those screens when you're in a car, you want to press it. So
it feels like it should be. It's right in that era. It's a 2014 car. It came out in 2013. Yeah. It's right in that era where touchscreens had just started. Yeah. So they were bigger and they looked like touchscreens.
But they weren't.
But they aren't yet.
So yours will be now, sir.
Which is good.
So it'll be really, really nice. It works so seamlessly. It's really, really good. I'm really happy with the final result. So it'll be good to get it into this car, and the other SLSs coming tomorrow. So when you come to collect it all done, we'll have 3 SLSs, three of them all together, which will look really cool.
It makes sense, because for me, this is a keeper car. Yeah. Right? I've had it for 5 years. I've gone from about 6,000 miles to 27,000 miles. Yeah. It's going to keep going, and I'll have it for many, many, many more years into the future. So with this thing, I feel like it's so personal having, I painted it. We did an exhaust system on it. We did the sound system with it. Done so many other things with it. It's like my car, and I want to do it how I would like it to work, and it's going to be doing many more road trips and things.
And when you're doing that touchscreen interface is going to be a game changer for you.
It's amazing how much you find in the modern era that changes the usability of a car. Mm-hmm. Being able to just step in it, having everything working, your phone connects, off you go, touch the screen, drive, take me home, take me to work, whatever it is, go. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously, since you came, we've obviously done and grown since. So when you last came here, we didn't even have next door. So we've expanded since then in 2022, I think it was. So we expanded into next door. So we've got another 5,000 square feet this side of all sorts of different upgrades going on. Full sound systems, styling stuff. So we've got a gorgeous Porsche Spider there. That Porsche 911 over there just had a full sound system, sound deadening, all sorts. But it's just the space that we've got now. It's comparison to when you first came here, the
having the base is priceless.
Exactly.
I guess if you ever have a part that needs something fabricated, the car can be so stay there, work on another car.
Exactly. So we've got fabrication areas now across the whole building, and obviously we've done lots of kind of YouTubers, celebrities since we did yours. I mean, I think you were probably, it was early days for us. I think you were probably one of the first few, I think.
I think Zaha had already been through.
Zaha had just been in, I think, recently before you though. But now if we go ahead through, we've got a good collection of different stuff, and we've got some stuff for you to sign to update. So you're still up there. I think we'll stick you up on the Wall of Fame as well. You're already there, so yeah. So do you remember taking that picture?
Yeah, of course.
That was a lot. That was I think halfway through or something, the build.
I think, yeah, that was when you'd already started stripping it out, and that was coming back to show everything that was going in.
But yeah, we've got, Zaha was obviously, we've reframed everything, so you've got a couple of, one of the ladies' English players, Cambridge United players, and then, people like James Taylor from Made in Chelsea, all sorts of different stuff. Cool. We just did Rob Huff's car, that was like 2 weeks ago. Cool. So he's a world touring, and I think he won the Scandinavian one as well. But it's quite cool. He gave us a signed helmet, which was quite nice. Oh yeah, so
very cool.
Pretty cool. And then we've got the famous Shmee150 shirt. Yeah. So that will be the frame arrives tomorrow. So we're gonna get that. Cool. We're gonna get that signed and then get up on the wall.
Where am I gonna do it?
Huh?
I'm gonna have to do it in a really nice way.
It'd be in the
maybe up here.
Yeah, or down here maybe or something. So.
Got to make sure that it fits in the frame properly.
Thank you very much. Right.
Really cool.
We've got a lot of work to do, so let's crack on.
Right, so here we are inside. Now, what we're doing is, this has already had a CarPlay kit in it, but technology has moved on since then. So we're actually going to fit in a touchscreen version. So this involves stripping out what we've already put in, however many years ago this was. Excuse how hot I am, because it is like 29 degrees in the UK. So first things first is we will then make this little controller down here completely redundant. This was originally to control all the CarPlay options. So that is going to be able to go because everything's going to be touchscreen. Then I'm going to move my way along, start stripping bits out and then start replacing as I go along. So watch me how I do it and we'll crack on with it.
Sir,
good to see you.
Back again.
Absolutely, beautiful day.
It is, and we've got, there it is. Pretty fast turnaround to get it up on the wall, to be fair.
I was going to say, that was quick. Doing all of that was quick. I feel like I'm in some pretty special company right now.
Yeah, exactly. We've updated that one as well.
Oh, yeah. It's amazing to see who's come by and what cars have come by and everything that you've done now.
Yeah, so we need to extend it. We've got 4 frames ready to be put up, so we've got a lot to put up.
Mega.
But yeah, so we've got, obviously your car's all done, so it's all complete, and it's transformed.
Yeah.
So obviously how it was working before was one thing, but now, not just yours, but 3 SLSs.
I was going to say, and the third one was spawned out of nowhere.
And another, they just keep popping up. They're pretty common cars actually now, aren't they, really?
Yeah, they're everywhere. Everyone's got an SLS Black Series.
I've got kind of more SLS Black Series than I have Golfs, you know, so it's...
All right, I get it.
Let's jump in. You go that side. I'll jump in here. We'll show you how it all works.
Comfy place to be. I always like these things.
It's not comfy getting in and out though. It's
not too bad getting out. I'm used to it. I do it all the time. And it's always, you've got that cool factor of doors that go up.
And driving with the doors open. That's just part of the fun, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. So
I like immediately, visually, obviously screen. You can tell something's changed.
Yeah, exactly. So it's basically glossier, and the reason is because we've obviously made this screen now touchscreen. Obviously, one other visual difference is the original thesis install that we did on the vehicle. We've now gone for the new grills, which look kind of Burmeister-y, Mercedes style.
More like the OEM.
Exactly. So they're really nice. So they're obviously again a new thing that's come from over the years, so they're really nice and in, and obviously when we retrimmed everything in the Alcantara to match, it just works.
I mean, the whole idea, I remember when you first asked me kind of how did I see this looking, and I was quite keen to find a balance between a significant upgrade in the quality of the audio that we have in the car, but keeping it looking like it had come from the factory.
Kind of like an OEM Plus
and that's why you went with creating the bespoke A-pillars. Yeah. And this, I would say, fits even more with the style you expect from this car.
Because obviously all the stuff, all the rest of the gear, everything else in factory locations, and then you've got 2 subs and 3 amplifiers behind on that shelf, which is a hard thing to hide. but it works really, really well.
They fit in it's the factory shelf.
It's the factory shelf, yeah, factory shelf. So it's quite a bit of work to get into there back in the day. Obviously, we've also done a retune of the system for you. So any client that comes in, we always try our best, as long as we've got time, which we did on this, to be able to recalibrate everything, to check everything over, do kind of a system health check, and also just kind of add new things we've learned over the years and put it into here. So we've got obviously this, which is the really cool thing.
Yeah, it's one of those things, right? It's you try and work out what the best way to connect is, and if you're just jumping in the car, you want the easy solution.
Correct.
So in the past, it's not necessarily been the best setup.
Yeah, but this is the thing. I mean, it was done 5-6 years ago. The technology at the time, I think this was one of the first SLSs ever to be done originally. Anyway, it was really early, and the integration into the SLS range. Obviously, we're pretty much an expert now because we've got like. That's all we do today.
The whole team is like everyone comes in an hour later, it's done.
Exactly. No, not that quick. Not that quick.
Put the pressure on.
But yeah, the way it kind of integrated in before, it was a bit dated. It wasn't perfect.
Yeah.
We had a little controller in here, and with the bolsters, the seats, it was hard to get there. It wasn't kind of the perfect solution. I think that was the only thing for me that kind of let the whole install that we did down. And anything that is like that, obviously that's a technology thing. We couldn't do anything at the time. But as soon as we worked out a way to do what we've done, I messaged every single SLS owner I know, including you, and we said, I've come up with a solution. I think I sent you the video, and everyone just replied back with, when?
When can I book it in?
When can I do it? And
we had that conversation like a month or two ago. I was like, okay.
It was one of those things that it's kind of a no-brainer. Reason is because it is fully wireless. Obviously Apple and Android as well. But the coolest thing is now, we're not using the separate controller. We're not even using this controller. We've got full touchscreen here, which is just bonkers. And you've got obviously everything fully wireless. You've got satellite maps via Google Maps. You've got Waze, Tidal, whatever you could think of while needing to drive.
Full touchscreen, latest integration in a car that technically the regular SLS launched in 2009.
Correct, so
here we are, 16 years later.
What year is this?
This is built at the end of 2013, 2014 car. Yeah, exactly. But still, nothing had something like this back then.
I mean, the screen that was in there, the dated system that was there. So if we go back, that's the map that you used to have. Like.
But it's funny because you get so used to it now. You know, if you have a daily or whatever, it will have all of this amazing tech.
Correct.
But your supercar won't.
Correct. And this is the thing, and we find it, and why most of our work is on cars like this and the performance car market, is because as you actually go higher up, and obviously you've got cars in your collection which is kind of the older school retro stuff like the Clios and stuff like that, you'll actually find inside a lot of those cars, maybe not the Clio, but in kind of a mid-level car, you get far more tech and far better sound quality than you do in the performance car market. And they say it's to do with weight.
Yeah, it's to do with mass development. Like, no joke, I've got a Renault 5 at the moment. A 30 grand Renault 5 has better tech in it than my couple £100,000 Ferraris.
Exactly, and
it's just what it is.
And it's sound quality. It's where they put grills and don't put speakers. I mean, even on this car, where you got.
I'm going to defend the Ferraris quickly. They have better sound than the Renault 5, but the Renault 5 has at least the car tech and the wireless Android Auto. Yeah, no Ferrari has that.
We can do that.
Even the latest doesn't.
We can do that though. So maybe next car. So we can get there.
You can add it. Well, I tried adding it with a little box.
The little dongle. It doesn't work. No, those boxings, they never work. I've never found one that actually does. Yeah, I tried a few when they first launched. The
resolution was horrible.
And everything moves and but I mean this is a proper solution. It's really, really nice how, like, even to use that screen, it's very intuitive. And bear in mind that this system is like I said, 2014, right? We're doing it obviously to multiple SLSs today, but it's crazy to think that this tech can now be added so seamlessly and full wireless. But obviously you've lived with this sound system now for 6 years.
20,000 miles.
Exactly. So obviously when you're using the car over those miles, when you are listening to the system and stuff. So obviously the vehicle's just done over 20,000 miles. How long did you own the car before we did the system originally?
Not that long, because remember, this was always the plan from the beginning. So obviously I took delivery of it in the year where we couldn't do so much and the whole world was in meltdown. And that meant that it didn't do as much as I would have loved it to. But since then, it's been on so many road trips. I mean, even last year, I did a 4,000-mile tour around Europe, down to Italy, Emilia with it. So I've done a lot of mileage, and I think this is really interesting because this car has one of the best sounding engines and exhaust combos in the world. 6.2 litre AMG V8. And the cliche is, well, why do you care about a sound system? Because you've got that. The reality is that you spend most of your time on a motorway.
Correct.
You know, for me, this is a tourer. This isn't a car that I've bought to go and drive on English country lanes.
Or like you do go.
I've done a few tracks and things with it, but it's, you know, it's the ultimate, I'm going to say, dynamic GT car. Like, it's really cool to go on a long journey, car events, that kind of stuff. And the reality of most of that is you've got a 9-hour drive across to Germany or down to Italy or whatever it is. So you want to enjoy the drive. You're just sitting on a motorway, you're sitting on cruise control. You want your exhaust valves closed, you want it slightly quieter, and you want to enjoy the experience.
I think this is what we get quite a lot on our car, because we do obviously a lot of performance car stuff on our channel and things like that, and we get a lot of the haters come on and say about kind of the why are you adding weight, why are you doing this to this sort of car. And I think it's because any owner of a vehicle like this understands that difference, that yes, you've got the obviously beautiful enjoyment of engine exhaust and the fun, and there's times where you have it off and you are just taken in with the drive of the car and what it can do. But there's also, like you said, on that motorway kind of relatively boring run, and doing 70 in this feels very similar to doing 70 in another car, right? You're still boring.
It's still boring motorway, and you still want to enjoy the music.
Exactly.
If you've ever done a cross-continent tour without music, you wish you had music.
Exactly.
Like, if you, for some reason, you're in an old car that doesn't have a sound system or something like that, you wish you did.
And this is the thing where performance cars do really suffer with poor sound systems. You can have the best of both worlds. And that's kind of the beauty of this car as well, that you've got actually it's very kind of able to do pretty much everything, isn't it? Like it's a proper tourer. It's got plenty of room in it. It's got everything.
And if you do want to stop listening to music, you can either press that button, or you can turn that, or you can press off.
Exactly.
Like you can very quickly go back to the car sound.
And that's the beautiful thing. You've got the blend of both, which is kind of the nicest thing. So, I mean, we'll pretty much call that a wrap. I mean, your car's ready and to rock and roll, so you can enjoy your drive home. Get
my phone connected and set the Android Auto. Ways, go, off we go, onwards to home.
And all wireless as well, so.
Fantastic.
Perfect. Pleasure, Tim.
Needed this upgrade. Thank you very much.
No problem at all.
Mega.
We'll see you on the next one.